Welcome to the Psychic Hot Seat. This is Maureen Keefe of Intuition Matters Unveiled. IMU. Well, we made it. We made it. Better late than never. Happy Thanksgiving. The theme for today is gratitude for in celebration of Thanksgiving. Although for me, it was just another day of work. Poor Carl, man. He's had to deal with the ping pong ball all day. All right, looks like we're working. We were having some Skype problems earlier, and we had no backup plan because we don't have Skype or WhatsApp working. And so he's on and we're in. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things going on. So I am being tormented by woodpeckers. And, woodpeckers are protected around here, mostly the Migratory Bird Act, and they are pecking holes in my house. So I have been very skilled at close encounters with a slingshot. My poor aspen trees have war wounds, but so they've come to learn that when they see me, they have to fly away fast. But yeah, I literally have holes in my house. So the powerful thing to do when you are being aggravated, antagonized, tormented, if you're seeing a reoccurring theme, you're going to want to look up symbolism. And so woodpecker represents the power of rhythm and discrimination. And it talks about if drumming indicates forthcoming changes. And those forthcoming changes are, we are launching the Goddess Wisdom podcast on Monday. And so we're super excited to make that announcement. We're also going to launch drops from the Fountain of Youth on Monday. And we're also going to launch the Goddess Book Club on Monday. So stay tuned looking for those. I'm going to be doing the podcast recordings and posting them Mondays. And I'll post them on I'll be posting them on Intuition Matters Unveiled. And then we also have a Goddess Wisdom podcast channel for YouTube and for Facebook. So we're going to do a show of force on all those sites. And Monday is the target date. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your excitement and support and desire to support us in that way. Welcome, Hearts of Joe. I'm so happy you're here. We've had the opportunity to talk back and forth a little bit this week. What a gift and a blessing, my friend. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. And she's wishing Carl happy Thanksgiving as well. And speaking of Thanksgiving, I also want to talk about, I want to be in gratitude. I want to be in gratitude for you guys tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. This is our 50th Psychic Hot Seat today. How exciting. And the, I don't have that open. The, Carl, maybe you could drop numerology in for 50 from our ping the other day. We were going to launch the Goddess Wisdom podcast tonight. I was going to do it live, but there's just too many moving parts, and I don't have my act together yet. And so, so that would be in ping Carl under the other day. And it's just the numerology of 50. And so it's completely dialed in for the podcast and for communication. And so I'm pretty excited about that. And so gratitude today on Thanksgiving. First off, this blouse is from my friend Holly. And let's give Holly some love. She's in stage 4 cancer. I finally got her dialed in with one of the Tesla technology devices. it became open to the public again. And then they were changing over the website, and it was like if there was a crack to fall through, we were falling through them. There's the numerology. Carl got that posted. Thank you so very much. So 50 is a high vibrating number that gives unique gifts of speech. And let's see if I can track this. You have big shine and charisma, and people feel deeply drawn to you. It's easy to channel knowledge and express oneself in a way that has emotional relevance to others. It will never be a dry and theoretical knowledge, but instead a knowledge full of personal significance, juiciness, and power. And that's what I really intend for the Goddess Wisdom podcast. And I'm super excited to see how I do with that. I am looking for, let's see where I put it. I might not have it here. I was preparing for the podcast and pulled one of my Lynn Andrews cards. And so, yeah, I'm not seeing it here. But it was really cool because I was coming up with themes and words and what I wanted the first broadcast, the first podcast to be about and have it in it. And I pulled a card, and it was intuition, and I was going to launch it on the Psychic Hot Seat. And it brought it full circle because it talked about intuition being divine feminine. Oh, we've got some big birds flying on by. It's nighttime here, so seeing birds flying by, it was a little surprising. Anyway, so it was really exciting to do the full circle, and I don't have that card here. I had it. Nope. Best laid plans. Oh, well. Okay, moving on. So Holly's blouse. Thank you, Holly. And so let's send Holly some love. Let's send Holly some healing energy. So connecting heart to heart to heart, grounding into the heart of Mother Earth, sending love into the heavenly realms, and feeling source energy, goddess love, God's love flows straight into our hearts, and Mother Earth love flooding straight up into our hearts. So now we're uniting heaven on earth within us, and we're going to activate heaven on earth within us. Let's drop all of our heart walls, all of our fortresses, all of our fending off, and let's bring in the highest voltage frequencies of healing and send it to Holly. And restore, renew, regenerate her. I have another friend named Kathy. Let's send some healing energy to Kathy and bring in the best results for upcoming tests. And my friend Susan, who sent me the most wonderful heart-centered happy Thanksgiving message. She also in that message shared that her best friend's daughter is actually in Colorado awaiting testing. Her liver is failing or needs a replacement. There's some mysterious problem happening and her liver is crashing. So let's send my friend Susan's best friend's daughter. I'm going to see if they made it onto Meta into the messages. Let's see. I just asked her to drop in the first name. It looks like she didn't get the message yet. Okay. So, but it's Susan's best friend's daughter who is currently in Colorado in the hospital. So if you all would be so kind, we'll send her healing energy as well, and love to the mommy and love to Susan as well. All right. With that heaven on earth energy amplified out. And let's be in gratitude and thanks for all the love of family and friends. I wanted to thank my friend Jan, who gave me these earrings, and Marna, the one who made these. She has since passed, and Jan gave me these, and Norma, who gave me the angel cards, and my friend Diane recently sent me canned peas and mashed potatoes, because we had conversations years ago and those were my comfort foods. And so thanks to Diane, I had peas for Thanksgiving because I already ate the potatoes. I wasn't really planning ahead, and I like mashed potatoes, so it went fast. And then I want to thank Nancy from Minnesota who sent me lefse. And I just got that yesterday. So that was also part of my Thanksgiving feast. Thank you for the love and the food. This is a new tradition. Apparently last year I had posted putting butter on a tortilla and putting sugar on it in memory of lefse. And Nancy sent me a surprise package with lefse from Minnesota. So it cracks me up. And I just got that yesterday. So that was super fun. Oh, this ring is from my friend Jean. Jean has since passed. And her daughter Mary gave me her ring. It's a fire opal. So grateful for that. And my birth mother gave me this ring, amethyst. Thanks, Ma. And let's see, Diane. Who else? Jean, Ma, Holly, Sue, Norma. And I also want to thank all my friends who still love me, even though I am completely unavailable and have been for months. So bless your hearts. Sending thanks to all of you for your giving, loving hearts, and for being in my life, and for contributing to loving me and inspiring me and supporting me in my trials and tribulations and growth opportunities. So thank you for being in my life. Lots of gratitude. Recently, I came across... See, how did I come across that? I don't remember. 2 days ago. That was ages ago. But it was a grounding video. It was a video on earthing and how remarkably healing it was. And so I sent it off to a number of people. And the notion of it is that we build up electromagnetic frequencies inside of us that contribute to our inflammation. And the video was a documentary about how a man came to deduce that our shoes, the rubber soles on our shoes, keep us from connecting to the earth and grounding into the earth. And he did an experiment where he took a really long nail and tied a copper wire to it and put the nail into the ground, brought the wire in a window across his bed, and I think he put metallic duct tape over that and then slept on that. And he said he slept amazingly, woke up feeling wonderful. And I wanted to share that video with you guys today. Love and gratitude to Mother Earth, earthing, grounding. We talk about grounding here a lot because it's really critical to be grounded in our bodies to really tap into our knowingness. Also for full ascension, because we need to be fully embodied. It's not about being out of your body. It's about being in your body. And so I just wanted to read some of the benefits of earthing. And my friend Anne sent me a link, and I don't have that link on this page. Usually I print it a different way. But Carl's going to give a link for an Amazon link that you guys can look at the sheets. You can order that they literally plug into an outlet that grounds it grounds your bed so that you get to have the effects of earthing using these sheets. So some of the benefits are substantially reduces inflammation and pain, improves sleep, improves energy, decreases stress. I got to get me a set of those sheets. I'm ready to go get the nail and the wire. Go put that outside through my across my bed. Also reduces blood viscosity. So your blood is going to flow better. improves regulation of blood flow to torso, extremities, and face. So, I'll have to add earthing to the drops for the fountain drops from the Fountain of Youth. It actually improves blood glucose, blood sugar regulation. So anybody having blood sugar issues, hypoglycemia, diabetes, insulin resistance. So try it with Alzheimer's patients too, because brain problems are often from insulin resistance in the brain. And so another side note, ketones will feed the brain as an alternate food source, and you can get that from coconut oil. So try that if anybody you love is having dementia type issues, but try these grounded sheets. Increases metabolic rate, which is good news for anyone trying to lose weight. Reduces muscle damage, accelerates recovery from strenuous exercise, improves immune system response to trauma and injuries, normalizes muscle tension. I wonder if that would help me. I have developed this awful habit of pushing my tongue against my bottom teeth, probably because I've been living off of stress and coffee. I'm one of those do as I say, not as I do girls. But I'm going to get there. We're going to hit our stride. We're so close. Reduces PMS symptoms and hot flashes and has anti-aging effects. And I'll also have you know that doing a rebounder, I turn this way because I have my rebounder right next to my office chair, is also this many benefits. So there's some super simple things we can do to restore our health, wellness, thriving, and improve our immune systems. So there. Vagus nerve will also give you better sleep. So that's a great practice as well. All right, let's see what else. Along with our conversation of grounding, I also wanted to talk about adrenal stress. If you're seeing adrenal puff or deep circles or puffy eyes, that's often a warning symptom of having adrenal stress. And so I'm recommending a product called Oceans Alive. What is it called? Activated products, something like that is the brand name. Oceans Alive, and Carl is going to drop a link for that in as well. Do you know? Oh, there Susan is here. Honey, what's the name of your friend's daughter? Thank you. Much love to Holly. So let's just see. Simone, we have someone new here. Hi, Simone. If you have a question, please ask in the chat, or if you want a private answer, knowing who it's for, go to Intuition Matters Unveiled. Let's see, you're in Facebook, and Messenger, send a message there, and I won't say your name. And highest and best results for Kathy. Okay. Oh, the other Kathy. And then Kate. So CAIT is the woman who is having mysterious liver problems. So blessings and love. What's connects? Shared out X. I don't know what that means. Simone, if you can clarify. Carl's going to drop it in comments for Facebook and in comments for YouTube. So that's where the sheets link will be. And the documentary, he's got that link in here. Awesome. She's saying, thank you for the link. Oh, bye, Simone. Drop any questions you want to in the chat, in the messenger for Intuition Matters Unveiled, and then I'll address them on the next broadcast. Okay, and so he's got the phytoplankton in here to help support adrenals and the grounding sheets links. So thank you for all of that, Carl. You're such a rock star. He's just doing it all, man. He's doing everything. I just tell him what to do, and he does it all. I can't get my act together long enough to put two words together these days. All right, so one more announcement I wanted to make too. Self-care is super massive important, and I'm preaching that all the time. And I'm also preaching making yourself number one, and all other things number two. Hey, girlfriend. I live now on Thursdays. Well, today I do. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Yeah, I bailed on Tuesday. It seems like Tuesdays are not my best day to go live. But I'm just in the process of announcing that I'm going to put Psychic Hot Seat on pause. I'm going to devote my energies to Goddess Wisdom Podcast, Goddess Wisdom Book Club, and to the drops. For sure the next month. I'd also love to pull off doing a live event, a virtual event live for a group. So thank you for the happy Thanksgiving. Bless your heart, sister. Love that. And so I'm going to take a pause with the Psychic Hot Seat, but what I am going to do is post the podcast on Intuition Matters Unveiled, the YouTube channel, plus on the Goddess Wisdom Podcast YouTube channel, and then I'll do it on also Intuition Matters Unveiled and Goddess Wisdom Podcast on Facebook. So we're going to get that side of the world going, and we can have people continue to drop in questions and messages in Messenger for Intuition Matters Unveiled on Facebook. And then I will randomly or once a month go live and answer questions. And we'll just see how Spirit inspires me in the coming months. But I'm taking for sure a whole month off. So we'll be back. We'll reconsider that for January. All right. So the Psychic Hot Seat, we're moving into the goddessy land. And so we'll see how that goes. All right. Let's pull cards for people. And then we'll answer questions. So these are cards Norma gave me. Speaking of which, I asked her if she did anything for Thanksgiving, and I haven't had a chance to read her message. I did see that she came back. Oh, I've got it on the airplane. Anyway, so first person was Joe. We're going to pull a card for Joe, and hers is Innocence. That's so appropriate. Angels are asking you to embrace the wholesome qualities of your childhood. So anything that was right about childhood, anything that was magical and enchanting, and reconnect with your inner child and claim the wholeness of that connection. Pardon me. Beautiful. So love that. So the next one is Susan. And Susan gets comfort. The angels are comforting you during your time of need. And so I'll also take that for your friend, that the angels are comforting your friend and your best friend and her daughter, and also you, as you are also, your heart is going out to these beloveds. Okay. Carl's posted Animals Speak for me because that's where I looked up woodpecker. So also I didn't quite finish that one on woodpecker about, things pecking at you, letting little things peck at you. And the other reason I wanted to talk about gratitude was because in my stress zone, in my, working a full-time job nights and then working a full-time job days, trying to launch my own business so I don't have to work full-time nights, I got pretty stressed out trying to do it all. And I have lost sight of, gratitude and joy and appreciation and enchantment and what's possible. And, you start getting smacked down, you start expecting to get smacked down, you start complaining about being smacked down, and pretty soon that's all you get is smacked down. Okay. And so I just wanted to bring it back around and say that in a very short amount of time, by recognizing that I was, pecking at my own situation, negative, that I'm, the universe loves us immensely. It's going to reflect back to us our own beliefs. And so if I'm going to believe I'm going to get screwed, I'm going to get screwed. If I believe I'm going to get smacked down, I'm going to get smacked down. And if I believe that the past is going to predict the future, then I'm going to continue to have to work nights. So I'm back on the track of positive thinking, positive affirmations, And, like the book, The Magic, that's a gratitude practice. And it's a gratitude practice for manifesting. And so, speaking of manifesting, and I'm pausing on Sue's comment here. Okay, so the magic for manifesting, it's about getting into gratitude. Susan and I had a connection the other day, and we used to be telesummit junkies. And she sent me a link for someone that was going to be doing a live. And I never go on those anymore. I just don't have time. But because she brought it to my attention and we had a little bit of engagement, I got on the call list. And not only did I get on the call list, I got called. And so I got called and got a clearing. Okay, get this. So it's about all this interference, blocking light workers from receiving, from having, from shining, from being able to thrive. All the distractions keeping us slapped down. If they, shadow the sacred where the opponent keeps us too busy to do our purpose, then shadow wins, right? So again, it's all about mastery. Yet, some of us with brilliant lights have been very crushed down. And so I got on the call, and get this, she said I had 3 million interference programs that were resisting my ability to receive the good stuff. So woohoo, she did a clearing for me. I'm wildly excited about that. And not only did I get in on the call, but Susan got in on the call too. And it was staggering because they called on 3 people. And the other person was also in Colorado, in Denver somewhere. So it was so exciting. It was so affirming because I had recently been turning my attitude around into a more positive space. And so I got in on the call, and Susan got in on the call, and we've been high-fiving and celebrating the breakthroughs ever since. And so gratitude, and again, reaffirming that choosing to believe our desired outcomes, investing your energy and focusing on desired outcomes. For example, prayer or worry is a prayer to make it so, right? Like essentially, if we're focusing on what we don't want, where are we feeding our energy? So the magic, Carl's going to post that link just to remind you guys. And that's a really great practice to do in the first of the year, making it a month-long practice. I also wanted to bring up, in case you guys wanted to prepare early, the first book for the Goddess Book Club is going to be Mirror Work by Louise Hay. And it's only 3 weeks. So the first week I'll talk about it. I'll have 1 or 2 podcasts for that, for the book club. And then these are just going to be audio, no video. And getting you prepared about mirror work and what it is, and positive affirmations and how to do it and that kind of stuff. And so if you want to prepare, get the book Mirror Work, and I'll be launching into that as the first book in the book club. Yay! And so lots of good stuff. And thank you, Susan, for inspiring that and for lighting up the path for me to get that clearing and the diamond matrix. And so one way to kind of perceive how you're allowing yourself to receive is to envision diamonds flooding down into your auric field, and sense if they're actually getting in, if they're pinging off, and if weird things are happening, or if they're stopping before they even get into your auric field. And so that's evidence of resistance. It's evidence of, shadow play. And so I can help you with clearings. And if you want, I can tell you the name of the person who I got on the call with. So just private message me in Intuition Matters Unveiled in Facebook if that's the route you'd rather go. All right, I'm going to pull a card for Simone. And her card is clarity. Your angels are helping you see the situation in a clearer way. So clarity, that would also tell me clairvoyance, clear seeing. It could also be clear knowing, clear Gnostic. So yay for you, getting clarity and helping you see the situation in a clearer way. Awesome. All right, who else here? Let's pull one for Carl. Carl gets answered prayers. Woo! We've been praying every day. And let's make that so, because when this baby breaks through, man, it's going to be an exciting world to be playing in. I'm ready again. All right, Rachel, we're going to pull one for you, girlfriend. Whee! And then we'll pop in and deal with questions. See who else may have joined us. All right. Confidence. Woo! There you go. Archangel Zadkiel is presenting you with opportunities to boost your self-esteem. So claim it. I was listening to somebody else talking about intuition, and she said that self-doubt is, and also attachment to outcome, are massively destructive for the intuitive process. Because then instead of being a clear channel, you're wanting approval or you're wanting validation. And so, so claim the desired outcome and know that you're getting clarity and know that you are powerful and know that you are making the right decisions and celebrate that and watch for evidence of that. So there, confidence, baby. Whee! Ah, beautiful card reading. I know, that was precious. Innocence, loved that. Make so many plans and procrastinate or drop all plans in order to not do anything. Am I avoiding my path or on path? God, girl, right? Like, I totally understand making plans and procrastinating or dropping all plans. So let's ask, okay, is this procrastination, avoidance, divine timing, actually? So trust that too, we do get overzealous with trying to line up what we're like, poster child, get overzealous what we're trying to line up all at one time or in what kind of time frame. And so also I keep forgetting to tell you this, but reach out to Ange and ask her about restrictions getting into Bali and if there's ways around that, because I think she's there. Okay, all right. And then my mom was wondering if Attorney Gross will get a lawyer. Attorney Gross get a lawyer. Isn't Attorney Gross a lawyer? If Attorney Gross will get a lawyer, that gets a no. And will it all be finished by January? That gets a yes. And will CJ be around long because he has a heart disease? I get he is. Tell him to get a rebounder. Tell him to get the grounding sheets. Tell him to start eating organic food and avoid sugar and alcohol and cigarettes. All that. But yeah, I get a yes, he will be, actually. And wants to marry my mom. Yes, he does. Let's make that so. All right. And me, please. Did I pull a card? I did. Confidence. Yes, I did. Karen gets divine protection. Archangel Michael is shielding and protecting you with his light. All right. Aww. So we have a troll called Sharon Bennett. I'm sure Carl has already slayed the troll. And, I just want to amplify lack of integrity by camping onto other people's broadcasts. So, Sharon, bless your heart. Just to the listening audience, would you really want to get a psychic reading from somebody who doesn't have enough integrity to have their own damn show? They're going to camp on someone else's and try to solicit somebody else's followers. So bless your heart. Get a clue. All right. Thank you, Maureen. Meant to say, will Attorney Gross get a lawyer to help my sister? Well, don't know. I'm getting a no. Like, isn't Attorney Gross the lawyer? Or do you mean refer? But you guys do need to take action on that. Definitely. And ask him to if not. I mean, don't be passive about this. Okay? Don't be passive about this. Okay, I'm going to pop over to the back room. See what we have hiding back there for questions. Let's see. Sorry for keeping anybody waiting from last week. Okay, asking about their son if they'll pass half-term exams. That gets a yes. Is he finding his way more? That gets a yes. And is homeschooling still in his highest good? That gets a yes. And I just keep hearing whenever that comes up for you to still have super healthy limits and boundaries with him. What are his gifts to be nurtured? Let's find out. I don't know. I keep seeing football. What are Sam's gifts to be nurtured? Does he have a math aptitude? Let's see what he would do with that. Engineering is the first word that comes to mind. Construction, he could do that too. Does he like to build things? Because that would be, figuring out how things fit together. Architect gets a yes. Engineer gets a yes. Contractor, construction, that all gets yeses. And for some reason, football. All right. And then daughter, Anna. Is she finding her way? She is. What are her greatest gifts? What are Anna's greatest gifts? When I ask if she's a healer, I get a yes. I get also artsy, like there's a creativity. Creating. Traditional art gets a no. Maybe creating sacred space. Kind of like her mama. That gets a yes. People skills, persuasion, like, sales, marketing, and more. Like, I kind of get the feeling like she could just about do anything. Sam, too. He needs a little more direction. Probably Anna does, too, but, like, she's a very right-brained. Sam has a little more left technical stuff going on. All right. Hope that helps. Tell me if I'm anywhere in the ballpark. And then, okay, we got questions. Ooh, let's see here. All right, let's just see. I kept trying to figure out when this question came through. How can I get my energy and passion back in life? Oh, this was from last week. I already answered that. That was to get involved in the Goddess Wisdom podcast, because that's really a big piece. The grounding practice would be helpful too, and possibly a rebounder. And really, if you have any issues that are hard on your body, like prolapsed anything, you can dig your heels in, just push down on it's like a little mini trampoline, and you can just push your heels down into the mat of it. And that is all you need to do to be activating tremendous benefit. And as you strengthen your body, because as we bounce, it's creating strengthening all the connective tissue, and it is also restoring and renewing cellular regeneration, and it's pumping lymph, so it's cleansing toxins out. Often we can be depressed and lethargic from toxins and lack of activity, and so that gets things all moving again. and will organically get your energy back up. So that's round 2 of that same question. Okay. Okay. So there's a discussion of dreams. Okay. So there's been questions around astral love, which is having sex with a partner, a beloved in the astral realms. And then there's what's the difference between that and fantasy? And the ethics of, fantasizing about other people. I mean, really, if we are fantasizing, we're kind of imposing our will on another. And if you are perceiving, like I have a lot of twin flames that can feel their partners and feel sexual feelings, and, exes. There are exes that do that as well. And there are, people that you've never been with that might have a fixation. If you ever feel imposed on in that way, you have complete authority to shut that down. And there was a question that had to do with the sexual demons, the masculine and feminine sexual demons. I don't want to say the names because that's essentially summoning those energies. And that's so not okay. I mean, I'm just not going to play in those fields. And so we just set the intention that those games are over. We set the intention that we are the authority over our reality and our realms. And if you know who it is and you're not in accord, you go have a chat with their soul self and you say, you are forbidden access to me. And you go do whatever light tool that you need to ensure that that's not going to happen. Call in your light team, take charge. Oftentimes people infringing on our boundaries are all about claiming our power. And so that's all it is opportunity to claim your power in all different ways, all different forms, all different frequencies, all different essences. And, it's a game of mastery here. And all the people that we engage with, whether they're fun engagements or not fun engagements, they are all soulmates. They are all soulmates on the other side that we orchestrated this game with. All the demons are orchestrated. They're all aspects of us. Just all of this is all us, all our creation, all of our game. Yeah. Did it get distorted? Yeah. Is it corrupted? Yeah. And so it's just an elevated opportunity for mastery. Okay. So, okay. There's a discussion about not being able to get warm, wondering if somebody is taking their energy. And so if I get really super chilled when my energy opens up, like either I get super hot, like hot flash, like you touch me and I feel like I'm 100 degrees hotter than a normal human body. And like really give off extraordinary amount of heat. But there are also times where I get absolutely chilled and can't get warm. I would say that you need to get in your body, number one. Get in your body, feel your feet on the floor, get in your body, get grounded, get present. So that's one. And, if there are dynamics going on with you and another, claim your authority. Take precautions, set up fortresses. Like I know I say we're releasing all fortresses, but create a light around your aura that, makes it impossible to be infringed upon. Like simple, super simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Amplify your light. Call in your light teams. Just amp it up. Okay. And so, unless it's consensual, it's kind of like not consensual in the physical realm. All right. And so fantasy versus astral sex. Fantasy with someone who is awake and aware is essentially astral sex. Fantasy with someone who is asleep is fantasy. So asleep as in not consciously awake and aware is fantasy, but it still creates connections. It still creates chords. It's still, so like doing the empath tornado every night, that's why that's such a great exercise. Like I should be doing it every night because I have videos out on public land. I once had a client that was being a little inappropriate in the calls. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm not the right reader for you. And he goes, but I printed your picture and I printed a big size of your picture. And I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. And so you don't know what people are doing with your images from online, so let's all exercise good energetic hygiene. Let's all just, energetic hygiene is cleaning up your aura. You can just decord every night too from anyone and anything that, like, it's really good to decord from what you're worried about. It's good to decord from your job. It's good to decord from your business. It's good to decord from your children and pets. It's good to decord from your mates, right? Like, it's just an energetic reset. And bring in more and more God's love, goddess love. Bring in more and more of your soul's pure essence. So light it up. Whee! All right, let's see if we got anybody else coming out to play. Thank you for those questions, you guys. I do really appreciate any questions that, even that go beyond the personal. I really appreciate those even more. That's what I had originally thought this would be more about. Evolving psychic abilities, kind of the pulse of the nation, beyond the nation, the multiverse, questions about, psychic realms and entities and power and energy and spells and whatever. I thought it would be a whole lot more about that. So, maybe I'll create themes or topics to ask questions around instead of leaving it just open-ended. So we'll see. That's next year. But for now, it's Goddess Wisdom Podcast. And thank you guys all for being here. Let's pop over and see if I've gotten any more comments. Is this another? Oh, good. Hello, Shanika. Nice to meet you, sweetie. Thanks for joining us. So let's just ask if Dee wants to really be with Crystal, or does he want to be back with me? Okay, let's find out. I'm getting he does want to, or Dee does want to be back with you. And let's ask this, though. I want to ask on your behalf, is Dee in your highest and greatest good for a long-term romantic partner and mate? That gets a yes. For happiness and fulfillment, that gets a yes. Is Dee marriage material? That gets a yes. Is Dee your highest choice for a marriage partner? That gets a yes. So I think Dee is your person, and let's ask what Dee is doing with Crystal. So there's, it's that classic cold feet, afraid to commit, afraid to get it wrong. Is Dee ready to settle down? Not 100%. Closer. Will this reunion with you two be in days, weeks, months? Like 6 months out. Know that time predictions are super sketchy because we're like creating new timelines with every word we speak these days. Like time is super liquid. So know that. Thank you for asking the question here. I'm so grateful that you did. And let me pull a quick card for you too. Answered prayer. Whee! All right. The universe has heard your request and is responding to your needs. All right. So let it be so. Let divine timing orchestrate and divine order orchestrate. All right. Joe is asking, is my twin flame having a nice Thanksgiving with his family? That gets a no. Is he home? I don't think so. Is he having a nice Thanksgiving? That gets a yes. How does he feel towards me currently? Is he thinking about you? Yes. Is he wanting to see you? Yes. Is he going to reach out? Not yet. Is it okay for you to interact on Instagram with his stuff? That gets a no. But post your own, absolutely. Can I message him today? Yes. That gets a yes. I would do it as a private message and I would just say, thinking about you and wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Don't like ask or pull or like, I know you'd love to hear from him, but don't say would love to hear from you. Just give it a heart-centered and get in that heart space of just sending it with love, with no strings, no, pull on it at all. Just your pure love sent to him and just wishing him happy Thanksgiving. So there's that. Yay, you get to send something. Yay, yay, yay. So is it truly done, the matrix down and heaven on earth here now once we open our eyes? I think there's going to be a lot of games going on, as many as there are people. I think that heaven on earth really is what we're creating in our own life experience. And to create heaven on earth and experience heaven on earth is conscious choice, conscious thoughts, conscious engagement, taking conscious, divinely aligned action. Okay? And so that's really the path. That's really the, we'll be manifesting it on our own. We'll be manifesting our desired outcomes by focusing on them, by being in the frequency of them and basking in, because it's that conscious focus. So play in those fields. You are so welcome, Shanika. Thank you. And maybe it's Shanika, blessings. So glad you came. Come pop in again. We're putting the Psychic Hot Seat on pause for the month of December. And I'll revisit that in January. But for now, the month of December, I'm focusing on Goddess Wisdom Podcast, the Goddess Book Club, and daily drops from the Fountain of Youth. So that's going to be posted on Monday. We'll post it here in Facebook on Intuition Matters Unveiled, on Intuition Matters Unveiled on YouTube, and on Goddess Wisdom Podcast and YouTube and Facebook. And if you haven't already, pop over to goddesswisdompodcast.com and get on our mailing list. I'll be sending out our very first email this weekend. All right. And we have Bailey here. Hi, Bailey. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, you guys. So Bailey, ask a question. Are me and Brett forever? Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to sink in. Bailey and Brett. Are Bailey and Brett forever? That gets a yes. I even get a yes on Twin Flame. So know that you guys are doing sacred service, that you're anchoring love onto the planet, that with as passionate and intense as your connection is, it can also be that passionate and intense in arguments. And so come up with fair fighting rules, timeout, so that it doesn't escalate, because the love that you guys anchor onto the planet have ripple factor, exponential ripple factor as twin flames, but so does the damage you create. So if you guys are, I describe it like toddlers with atom bombs, toddler giants with atom bombs. So try to, when someone hurts us, especially our twin flame hurts us, we've got that whip factor where we want to whip back and hurt them back, out of that intense reactivity. And so really try to exercise your consciousness and conscious restraint and heart-centered loving, patience and tolerance, try not to go there. Try not to get to the gloves are off phase, because the ripple factor has just as much negative impact as the love ripple factor has positive. So bless your heart for your sacred service. So there. Does my twin flame smoke or drink sometimes? That's getting a yes. Smoke, drink, yes. Weed, yes. Cigarettes, I don't think so. Worry about his health because of what he looks at on Instagram. Oh, so remember, sweetie, worry is a prayer to make it so. So let's focus on him making healthier choices. Let's focus on him taking good care of his body, investing in his emotional health and well-being. All right. Okay. Love. And does he want to see me soon? That's getting a yes. Let's get that man on track. Glad he is having a nice Thanksgiving. Yeah. Will he be happy to hear from me? I get a yes. Will you hear from him? I get a no. So sorry. Just keep holding the vision. Keep that heart open and vibe in love and trust that in divine timing it's going to all come around. All right. So, Carl, I'm not sure if I'll see what you have to say, but is anybody saying something after glad he's having a nice Thanksgiving? Because if not, I'm going to call it a wrap. I'm going to pull a card for Carl. The Bat. Be flexible, prepare for rebirth. The time is now, the power is you. We are rebirthing into the Goddess Wisdom podcast. Whee! So rebirth, we're going to rebirth into prosperity. We're going to rebirth into exciting times where Carl's going to be having help. Okay, will it help him? Will it help if I message him tonight? Or just wait to hear from him first? That does get a message him tonight, darling. It really does. Yeah, message him. Whee! All right. Okay, I'm assuming that's our last. So I'm not seeing Carl's message. That doesn't mean he's not messaging. It just means that's how slow eCam is. So if I am missing comments, let's see if I can get here from here, at least on Facebook. Yeah, then it's going to start talking. So not seeing comments in this way. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Please like, share, subscribe. Know that Monday we are launching the podcast. I'm planning on sending that out on Mondays. I wonder if this is, that was November 15th. Okay. I'm planning on having them drop on Mondays. So be watching for that. Thank you for the Thanksgiving wishes. Oh, here we go. Here's a question. Can physical objects around you change due to Kundalini rising? I get a yes on that. I think physical objects can change due to a lot of things. I think it has to do with the frequency that we are at any given time. That's why you can lose things, know exactly where you set something down and can't find it. Look at the same place 6, 7 times. And then on the 8th time, it's there. That's because on the 8th time, you're at the same frequency you were at when you set it down. So it's dimension shifting. The veils are thinning. We are morphing into different dimensions. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Physical objects around us can change. That's quantum. And so, yeah, due to Kundalini rising, yeah, definitely at that time in particular, energies would be super high vibe, super high frequency, super high voltage. So yeah, I would say for sure physical objects around you can change due to Kundalini rising. Thank you for asking. Blessings and love, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you as always for helping create the show that it is by asking questions, by showing up, by infusing me with your love, by loving, and subscribing. And so happy Thanksgiving. may you bask in gratitude and blessings and love and prosperity and abundance and feasts and joyful family connections, and whether they be our blood relatives or our consciously chosen family members, like most of mine. Love and blessings. May you go out and enjoy the miracles that you guys are. Much love. So until next time, watch for the announcements and the emails, and come play in Goddess Land. Much love. Bye.